What's going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another DEADSIDE video. Alright, so for about a week now, I have been gathering the most asked questions in the community so that I can speak to the developers myself and get the answers for you. So, with all of that said, I now have the answers to your questions and I'm going to share them with you right now. Alright guys, I want to keep this video as short as possible, so let's go ahead and get started. In the past week, I was able to put together 15 questions to ask the developers myself. Most of these questions came from around the community, and some of the questions I came up with since I did not see them answered in any previous post. Before we move on to the Q&A, I want to send a special thanks to the DEADSIDE developers for taking the time to answer these questions. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. Question: will helicopters or aircrafts be implemented in the future? The DEADSIDE developers responded by saying that there is no player-controlled air transport planned for the game. Question: will there be an in-game player reporting screen? The developers stated that they are considering a system of reports, but they cannot say exactly when and with what functionality they will be implemented. Question: when will the ability to go prone be implemented? They responded by saying that the ability to go prone is already planned, but there is no set date as of yet. Question: will there be a stats or leaderboard system in the future? And they responded by saying that they have not considered this feature yet. Question: will there be wildlife in the game? The developers responded by saying that they do have wildlife planned for the game. They also said that they would like to see a live world, but much of it will depend on the performance of the servers. Question: will there be a campaign for the game? They responded by saying that single player or campaign is not planned for the future. Question: will there be missions on the islands around the map? The developers responded by saying that this question was directly related to the presence of water transport in the game. Missions on the island will be in the game with the implementation of water transport. Question: when will swimming mechanics be added to the game? And they responded by saying that there is no set date as of yet, but the ability is planned for the game. Question: will there be a stamina system added for characters? The developers responded by saying that stamina is already in the game, and that this parameter affects the aiming and holding of weapons, as well as dehydration and nutrition. They also added that there is no future plans to make more serious impact on stamina on any characters. Question: will there be friendly AIs? And they responded by saying that at the moment, friendly AIs are not planned, since the game does not imply a quest system that would involve them. Question: will there be different PvP game modes added to the game? They responded by saying that the game is essentially a free PvP PvE and other game modes have not yet been considered. Question: do you plan on adding zombies in the future? The developers responded by saying that not in the main game, but perhaps in the future it could be a separate game mode on the server. Question: will the game ever be available on console? They responded by saying that they are considering porting the game to console, but there is still a long way to go. Question: will the buildings in the city be accessible in the future? And they responded by saying yes, the city buildings will be available in the future. And finally, our final question, number 15, is will there be different weather added to the game? And the developers responded by saying yes, and that they are currently working on it. Alright guys, so those were the 15 questions that I was able to ask the developers and was able to get answers for you guys to know. If you guys have any more questions that I could possibly ask in the future, make sure to drop it down in the comment section below. Also, if you guys found this information helpful, please make sure to smack the thumbs up button so that we can continue to grow our YouTube community. If you guys enjoyed the video and would like to keep track of the DEADSIDE development, consider subscribing as I do upload often and I also stream the game. Alright guys, so without further ado, I'll see you on the next video.